Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are. I just want to say something to the RG. Your officers going to arrest or help a mental ill person. And the patient is saying, I don't want to go to hospital. I want to go to church. Me as a professional nurse, patient has right. He was not a threat to nobody to where he stays. I'm even surprised and ashamed of the police RG to say that Matthew was a suspect. He didn't steal from nobody. He didn't kill. He was not selling drugs. He was only a sick man, needed God and not mental health and a police officer to shoot him 8 times in his stomach. But Mr. RG, we got more evidence to show. So you got to keep going and be explaining how it all happened. Because when you went on the scene, you was told that this man was mentally ill. But instead, you refer to him as suspect. That was somebody's father. That was somebody's son. You go to a mental ill person, you got to be calm. You got to be polite. You got to do everything in your power to convince that person to go with you. You can't force the patient. The way he was living, he been sick almost 3 weeks. He was not causing problem. He was not entering people's rooms. He was not stepping on people's toes. Yet instead, with all his distress, he went to church. Did the police even ask those questions? Shoot somebody down and saying the police officer that had a cut behind his arm here saying that the way I shooting, if he even survived, then his man prayer strong. But you should pray that your man on prayer be strong, Mr. Officer. Because you will no longer be a police officer. Having a weapon, it shouldn't be misused. You couldn't pepper spray the patient. You couldn't tear gas the patient. Or really assume that he was violent. You couldn't fire his foot. The rule of engagement said you must fire him in the chest, in his arm, and every part of his body 8 times. That was very unprofessional. And I promise God, it will not go free, Mr. RG. So every day you wake up, you will have a new story to tell the Liberian people. We know police life matters. We agree. If he was mentally stable, you think he was going to do that? You go in that community, you ask about he been living there more than 10, 15, 20 years. He has not offended nobody. He has not crossed anybody's path in the wrong way. Your officers went there and misbehave. And then you get on the air and say, the man's a suspect. Can you please interpret the word suspect, Mr. RG? Can you please interpret the word suspect? He was not a murderer that he was refusing arrest order. He was not selling drugs that he was refusing arrest order. Yeah? You said that on your police station. We're not saying that this country is safe. But if the police cannot even save a mental ill patient, what do you think will happen? Have you investigated 2 police officers fighting? Have you taught your police officer how to handle case when it comes to brutality? Don't you know that your police is getting out of hands? We feel bad sometimes for the police. We feel really, really bad for the police at times. But the police should not take people's weakness as that. You have made other people's children fatherless. Are you happy? Because he mentally disabled. The first question to you, Mr. RG, when your police were going there, were they not in the know that this man was mentally disoriented? Were they not in the know that he was unstable? You go to somebody's door, you knock. The man say, I'm not coming outside. I don't want to go to hospital. I will go to church. In your policing, I know you didn't, you get nurses there. The rules of engagement in nursing say patient got right. You can't drag the man because you feel that you get firearm in your hands. You don't do that. If that police officers were wise enough, they would ask any one of her immediate family around, can somebody come and talk to him to open the door? Can somebody convince him to come outside? But instead, they use brutality. They use violence against somebody's pa, somebody's son. Then you argue, you sit there and say, the suspect. What's the suspect? Did he kill anybody? The police that got wounded, were they in the houses? You went to help a mental ill patient. You end up killing him. Then you say the suspect. The country must be calm. Calm for what, Mr. Aji? Calm for what? Your police did not do anything calm. Oh, but because of the accident I know breaks there, so police is taking revenge on citizens, even the mental ill ones. We're not responsible for what other police or other people do. So crime shouldn't be transferred, or aggression shouldn't be transferred. It shouldn't be that, Mr. Aji. You are a father of 2 girls. You know what it means to raise a child? Yes, I know you do. But single-handedly, struggling. Do you understand that pain? I don't think so, Mr. Aji. You ever even went there and asked the community people, yes, these things are happening? How are this man's relationship with you in the community? Was he violent? Was he causing trouble here? No, but because you know that the police has killed someone, this time it's not because the police not doing their work now as to save life and protect the country. It's a crime now. But a mental ill man trying to be himself and say, I don't want to go to hospital. He was killed by police. The first thing, the man is disoriented. Any force you use against him, he see you as a threat. You telling me that that man used this machete, this cutlass on a police officer? That man used, that kind of body man used machete on the police officer tied on one shoulder and behind the other one. You think they will be amputated by now? You think they will lose their legs, their shoulders, or their hands, or hand? You think so, Mr. Aji? Sometimes we don't have to be police, but we got common sense. Everybody can be stupid. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time, Mr. Aji. And this one will not go free. We will be only until Jesus Christ come, until Matthew Moruba get justice. And that justice will be served. That justice will be served, Mr. Aji. Have you come to any understanding that your police all over the street fighting, keke driver, fighting among themselves? Is that professionalism? Is that professionalism? No, it's not, Mr. Aji. Your statement today was never balanced. I thought you were going to hold your horses and go inquire of what happened. But because you wanted to be the first to break the news and say, oh, the policeman, the man when he attacked police officer, so the Romans can go that the man attacked police officer. Yes. He attacked police officer. But he was in self-defense because he told them, I don't want to go. He was not forced. You shouldn't have dragged him. You shouldn't have shot him 8 times, your police officer. And you say that on your own TV station now, because you RG. You say, and the suspect, unfortunately, the suspect died, and we carry candle lead to JFK for our fallen officers that got wounded. Are you serious, Mr. RG? The life the police officer took out of brutality to a mental ill man. It matter to you? But going for candlelight tomorrow, that what matters. But that's fine. Other people will cry now, and other people will also cry later. You see death, you see rain, you see sickness. They all look the same, but they come different ways. Today we crying for Matthew Moruba. Tomorrow, who knows? They feel their police officer and his family were crying for their son. I was in sympathy with that. Because the taxi driver was not supposed to drag that officer over there and kill him. Because he was serving his country. Are you going to tell your police officer how to behave? Are you going to tell them how professional they should be? Are you not providing pepper spray in case of anything? The first engagement, pepper spray, tear gas. Are you telling them what to use in the first rules of engagement? Are you telling your police officer, Mr. Aji? Because you are not telling them, you are always defending them. Not why they just do anything they want to do. If a policeman stop a car and the car don't want to stop, you take down that plate number. Anytime you catch that car, whether the scene driver or inside or not the scene driver inside, park the car. Whoever that was inside that day will be provided to come. But you're seeing police people in the traffic, stick inside the test and holding money. You come for a mental ill person, you discharge weapon on them. For what? Were you even forced to come for him? You did not come to rescue him. You came to kill him, which of course you did. You killed an innocent man that was sick mentally. I hope you feel good. And I tell you, bravo to your police officer, because the officer that did the shooting, he made a statement, the shooting again that one. If he even survived, then his man prayer too strong. His man have died anyway. But God will serve him justice. Because even in his mental state, he still knew his God. Even in his mental state, he knew the difference between hospital and God. And he chose God. Why force him? Why force him? Why force him? Then tell you that patient get right, even if you crazy man. Don't you know, Mr. Aji? Police people bring their aggression to a mental ill person. For what? Your officer told you they saw drugs with him. Your officer told you that the phone maybe kush or whatever with him. He don't even smoke. He don't even drink. If he even drinking one beer, it's just too much. Yeah. Now to say he killed someone. Now to say he raped someone. Or there was an arrest order for him and he refused to go, that you term him as a suspect. He was the victim, Mr. Aji. He was a victim. Yeah. He was a victim. He was now a killer. He was now a drug dealer. He was only a mental ill man. But still no God in him. Craziness. He chose God over hospital. Why couldn't you wait and restrain order, let his family come? Then somebody talk to him and come out. With all his craziness, go there and go ask. He went to church. He knew God because he knew that the only place he would get solution. He knew God. He didn't want to go to hospital. That was his right. But your police used excessive force on that young man that cost his life. And then you stay in the police station and say, the suspect. Can you please interpret the word suspect, Mr. Aji? He was a victim. He was never a suspect. Not even in this life, not even the next one God will give him. Because he was a quiet young man. Never bothering people. But nobody go looking for sicknesses. But when sickness comes to you, you can't turn back on it until you find your solution. And that solution was not 8 bullets, Mr. RG. If that man had used this machete on any one of your officers, they would have been amputated by now. Or they were going to be having casts on them. He used knife because they were forcibly going to him. He was in self-defense. If somebody said, don't enter my room, you're not forced to enter. You know that, Mr. RG. Even if the men are crazy, man. Once he understands that he's in a room, you must know he knows where he is. You should understand that. He knows his surrounding. You can't go open fire on armed men and say he will not hurt no policeman. Ask the first police officer that went there. When he knocked on the door, he identified himself from outside. And the young man said, I don't want to go to hospital. I will go to church. And the police officer said, all right, then tomorrow we'll come, we'll talk about it, and anything we'll go to the church. Why was that police officer in the first place that came firstly was not wounded? He did not bring any violence to him. A mental ill person, once you bring violence to them, they feel unsafe with you. Don't you know that, Mr. RG? When the police got there with a Grand Hospital nurse, and he said, I don't want to go. They were not forced to drag him out. He was no threat to nobody. The people living in that house said, this man is not bothering nobody. But instead, the police want to show supremacy that, yeah, I got firearm. If you can't go, I will use it. I will discharge their weapon. That's what Gregory Coleman gave it to me for. So I will use it. You did not even wound the man's leg to pull him down and cuff him. No. You shot him on his both wrists. Shot him 3 times in his stomach, on his thigh. For what? He stole from the police people? He killed anybody in the police before? Your police show themselves as if to say the king, the mayor has done something to also let we deal with him. For what, Mr. RG? And I was so ashamed of what you said today. I'm not happy that he hurt the police officer, but he was not normal. He was mentally disabled. But yet instead he knew God. So why not leave him? Why drag him to hospital by all costs? Why drag him? Why drag him? He owed the police. He didn't credit from the police. Yeah? So why were they on his shoulder until they killed him? The police officer that discharged the arm now, we agree, he was wounded, which of course I am not happy for. But he died. He died. The 3 police officers, even the one that he said they were doing surgery on, he didn't die by the special grace of God. And we thank God that none of the police officers is dead. So we'll go to court. We will go to court. We're not leaving it like that, Mr. RG. So you can put all your cameras on. Let them be rolling. Keep them rolling, Mr. RG. Nobody will make my son fatherless and just walk scot-free because he was mentally disabled. No. No, Mr. RG. Keep your cameras rolling, sir. But we're not letting go easily. We are not letting go easily. Let the world know that you have made your police who they are. You're not telling them right from wrong anymore. Because you told them to shoot on sight. Even if that crazy man shoot him. If you're a threat to you, shoot him. I agree you should shoot him. But the crazy man was in his own room. So his own house. He was not in nobody's space. He was not bothering nobody. So why kill him? Why kill him? You knock a crazy man door. He say, I'm not coming outside. I don't want to go to hospital. That means he know his surroundings. Were the officer not alert? Were they not in the know that they were going to a mental ill patient? Also, this time now, when you come in for a patient from Grant, you got to kill them. If they refuse to go, you got to shoot to kill. Oh, wow. We voted this government for right change, not for wrong reason, Mr. Aji. The child that you even shot his father today, or your police officer shot his father yesterday, voted for this government. He's 23 years old. He knows how to make his own decision. But because his pa is sick mentally, must he die because of that? Must he kill himself with all his mental instability? You are now a problem person. You were never a problem person. Sickness is like ring. But with all his sickness he got in, he knew God. And that God will fight for him. That blood that police officer spilled will not go free. They will pay. Because vengeance is God. It's not mine. And not his sisters, not his brother, not his uncle, not his nobody but God. Not even his son. But vengeance is God. So keep your camera rolling, Mr. Aji. And term innocent people as suspects while they are victims. We all went to school. We might not know English 505, but we can understand it. We can understand. We can read between the lines. When somebody say, leave me alone, even I who are professional nurse, if I go to a patient, the patient say, man, I can't take injection. I convince you that the injection is good, though. It will help you. And the patient say, I can't take injection. That the patient right. Then I ask the patient, what can I give you? I can only take the other medicine. I can't take the other medicine. Then I will give the patient what they think they can get or they can take. You can go force yourself and oppose yourself on a mental ill patient and you say suspect. What the meaning of the word suspect? Can you please interpret it for me? Because I think I understand that word suspect. He was a victim. You went for a mental ill patient and the man said, oh, and I won't go. Leave him alone. The people living in the house with him were not complaining. He was not disturbing anybody. He was inside his room. That where they bust the door and started shooting him. And somebody were already mentally disabled. You think he get nerve in him, you will not juke somebody. He would do that because he already see threat. He didn't see somebody to go help him. He see somebody that went to kill him. He see somebody that went to kill him, not to help him. So what you expected him to do? The 3 officers are alive. They are alive. Are they not? And I thank God that they survived. I thank God so much that they survived. Because if you're telling me that the man had cutlass, that kind of bally man, that man that I know, the strength of that man that I know, that police people say they're not coming to shoot, they're not coming to carry him there. Not coming to carry him to Grant. If they had not killed him, he was not still going to agree to go to Grant. Because even 5 persons couldn't hold him. That man that I know. That man that I know. You say the man used machete on the other police officer, the man used gun on the other police, the man used knife on the other police officer. Everything that happened there was also knives. It was never a machete. Because partner, you have your amputated officers. Amputated officers. Because the bones were going to break or they were going to be encased. And then you go and say, the suspect. What do you mean by suspect, Mr. Aji? Was there any rape or he committed any crime that he refused police? No. Because he was mentally disabled. So the police felt that they could just do anything because he was living in one old rotting house because of condition. Because of condition, he was living in one old house that he felt that he could manage himself there. So they felt that they could just do anything to him and go scot-free. Even a dog on the street got under Mr. Aji. Even the Zogos that we praying that they change, they got families. The police people that he even hurt, unfortunately, they got families. And I tell God, thank you, they survived. So keep your camera rolling, Mr. Aji. I will always be here. And you will always be there. But justice will be served. If it take 1 year, it will be served. 2 years, it will be served. 10 years, it will be served. Because God is a God of justice. He said, no sin go unpunished. No sin. And I mean read about it was God's word. He said, no sin go unpunished. And I know it will not go free. Justice will be served. But whatever means, it will be served. Were police officers forced to go for the patient if he refused? No. No. Your officers discharge weapon, firearm on a man that is just carrying knife in self-defense because he sees them as threat to him. You go to your police station, you say the suspect. Unfortunately, the suspect passed away and we got 3 officers lying down in hospital. Mr. Aji, you too educated for that kind of thing you did yesterday. Call a spade or spade. The Liberian people like you because we feel that you can do better. There. You see my room? You see Joseph Boga? You see here? You see Joseph Boga? I'm not saying it because I want sympathy from people. I'm saying it because I'm a mother that is hurt. You don't do that. You were too fast to talk. And you thought you were covering it up. But unfortunately, listen to the video. You asked Tupeya will shoot you. Is that what it was supposed to be? Don't you know that men were already stupid when you went there? Police officers? You didn't know that you were already stupid when you went there? If you are not able to apprehend the victim, then you say, we'll come by here, brother. But anytime we come, we'll talk. Don't get vexed. We'll come by, brother. When we come out, beg you, don't get vexed. We are police like your friend. We need to convince you for us to go to the hospital for your own safety. Anyway, he put it, he said, all right, if he stay, he says that he don't want to go. Say, brother, tomorrow we come, we'll continue on it here. You know, all we inside it here. Your health like our concern. We'll come, we'll still be talking to you small. I know you will understand. Oh, officer, let go. We'll come out tomorrow. Tomorrow, the next day when you are coming, you come there, his family be there to convince him to come out. Because when his sisters go for him, he'll go to church. He will go to the church, pastor will pray for him, took no pastor to the church. They ever told you that they told you, Mr. Aji, that he killed somebody in the church? They told you that he killed somebody in the house? Because you are getting crazy? They say he harmed somebody in the house? No. But instead, you chose to do what your police was told to do. Anytime anybody bring up brutality, shoot to kill. You on record for that, Mr. Aji. Don't be emotional when you're angry. I am not happy for police officers to get hurt. No. I am not happy for that. I am not happy for police officers to get hurt. But must police officers go through brutality or a mental ill person? No. You should be able to calm that person down. and convinced him. But instead, your police discharge their weapon and shoot him 8 times. How you going to revise that? Even if today you go sew the bullet wounds, it will still be there, Mr. Aji. And no people, that police officer that did it, none of them died. None of them died. Yeah? And you think it was professional for them. It was not professional, Mr. Aji. So keep your cameras rolling. But justice will be served. Whatever means, whether by God or by the government, justice will be served, Mr. Aji. No sin will go unpunished. By the special grace of God. Matthew goes, he worship at Remedy Church, goes there. You as a police Aji, go there. I said the brother here was in the church. Has he caused any problem for anybody here before? If they say yes, come and jail me. You're not a troublemaker. But that was sickness. He didn't even call for it. But it happened. So police must kill him? Must police kill him? Because he got mentally disabled? Must he? Must police kill him because he got mentally disabled? You know what he has done to his family? His mom just died. His brother just died. The person is in the mall and your police have killed him. We got 2 dead bodies now to bury. Thank you, Mr. Aji, for your suspect. May God bless you.